Have you ever left a doctor's appointment and realized that you forgot to mention the one thing that you were worried about? Well, that happens to me too. I've been to the doctor's appointment with my son and I was worried about something, but I was so overwhelmed with other things that I forgot to mention the one thing that was the most bothersome. Hi, my name is Belinda and I am a registered nurse and also a mom of two. I created this channel to share practical health tips for myself and for everyone. Welcome. Today, let's talk about 5 ways we can get ready for our next doctor's appointment. So, I'm going to look down at my notes and so I don't lose track and start to ramble so we can keep up with everything. Okay, let's go. First one, mention the biggest concern first. Okay, mention the first thing. Once you get to the doctor, mention the biggest concern. That thing that brought you there, that kept you up at night, that's worrying you, that made you book the appointment in the first place. That is the first thing you should talk about once you get to the doctor, because when you talk about it first, then the doctor, that's the first thing that he hears, and he can address those concerns right away. And while he's talking, if you have a note with you, just make a little bit notes here and there, and things that you don't understand about, tick them, mark them up later to ask at the end of the appointment. Okay, all right. Second one. The second one is, before you go to the doctor's appointment, bring a list of symptoms. So you know how we have this going on, we have that going on, nausea, back pain, headaches, all of that stuff. Narrow down the most important things that bother you, the symptoms that accompany those things, and write them down so that when you're done with your biggest concern, you have a follow-up with the symptoms. So doctor, okay, we addressed this. This is my biggest concern. Now I also have this. It happens like this in this order. And then the doctor can take a look at that. And when he sees that you have it written down, it's like, okay, I have to bring my A game. This patient really cares about their health. This patient is advocating for themselves, which means I have to put my A game on and meet them at where they are at and provide care and provide answers. Forgive me, it's a mouthful. Provide answers. Okay, so the third one is bring your medication list. So for some of us, you get to the office and it says, what meds are you on? You're like thinking, I'm on this, I'm on that. I think I'm on that one, but I can't quite remember the strength. To just take out the guesswork, just bring your medication list with you. The dosage, how often you take them, when you're supposed to take them. So that way he can look at it and say, okay, you shouldn't be taking this, or you should be taking this, or let's reduce the dosage of this one, or let's adjust it to this. So just bring your medication list. It makes it easier for everybody. And then number 4, ask questions before you leave. So in the beginning, you started off with, here are my biggest concerns, right? And he was telling you what to do and telling you how to go about it. And you try to make a little notes. Okay, he said do this and he said do that. Now is the time to bring up your questions. Okay, doctor, you want me to do it this way, right? And then let him say yes. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. This is how I want you to do it. So just ask all your questions so that the doctor can make sure that you are on the straight and narrow before the end of your appointment. And then number 5, there's no number 5. Just kidding. Okay, number 5, repeat back the plan to be done before you leave. So yeah, he said do all of this, yada yada yada, and all of that stuff. Then you on your own says, okay, do this, do that, do this, do this, doctor, am I doing it exactly this way? Make sure that you are understanding exactly what is required of you, so that when you're leaving that office, you leave armed with all the information that you need. Okay? You leave armed with what you need. You don't leave feeling confused, feeling dismissed, feeling like, oh, he didn't even help me. I shouldn't have gone at all. I wasted my time. So that you don't need to go online and start typing up, what does this mean? How do I do this? Like, but you were just at the office. Okay? Have him answer all of those questions and have him do his job as a doctor. That's why he's getting paid. That's why he's your doctor. All right, so if you've watched me up to this point and you enjoyed my silly little jokes here and there, enjoyed my channel, please subscribe. I'm a new channel. I'm still trying to get used to filming myself in front of the camera and talking and all of that. Subscribe, like, comment. I would appreciate it, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.